think it's really interesting that sometimes your colleagues and your friends are able to point out things that you may be really good at that you perhaps don't know yet. You perhaps don't recognize them yet. For example, I had a manager that gave me a performance review that I absolutely despised because it didn't have the key words in it that I wanted. It didn't have things in there like leadership, sales, or any other thing. It instead said that I was exceptional at building relationships. Now, I know that sounds good, but it didn't hit me. I didn't feel fulfilled when I heard that. And I took it back to my friends. And my friends said, oh, yeah, that's a good thing. But it just didn't feel that way. Fast forward 3 months later, an executive position opened up. I was pretty much at the bottom, and I applied for it. I had no business applying for it, but I still did. And in the interview, they asked me about my relationship building. And I told them about my mid-year performance review, and everything kind of unraveled. Everything unraveled from that. I had to realize that throughout this whole time at this company, I had been building meaningful relationships. So much so that I left the interview, everything went well. A couple days later after the second interview, I got the call that I got the job. It doubled my salary. It was absolutely amazing. Mom couldn't believe it. Nobody could believe it. I was stoked, and I was very grateful. And I found out at that point that there were people on the back end that were actually vouching for me that I didn't even know about, saying that I was such a good person at making relationships, such a good person at connecting, and all kinds of things. So sometimes the things that you may not even recognize that you're good at, you might be exceptionally good at. So I'm very grateful for those people. If you have people in your life that are telling you that you're good at things, you might just be.